Days after Trump signs the Muslim ban, protesters are still gathering here at LAX trying to get their voices heard. The Los Angeles Lantern Festival focuses on appreciating America's diverse heritage. In this women's self-defense class, the 4 most important A's to follow. So whether you decide to go to the gym and lift some weights or come hiking for the views, both are a good body workout. This is one of the many events CSUN is holding to honor Black History Month. It's open to both men and women, but this is more than just about hair. It's about empowerment and loving yourself. In Northridge, Sharon Carrillo, Valley View News. Approximately 300 people protested the Muslim ban outside the LAX Tom Brady terminal last week. People of different ethnicities, ages, and gender chanted and held up signs. One protester, who wished to stay anonymous, says Trump is threatening basic human rights.
Trump's been president for 10 days and he's already passed 16 executive orders. So, we're looking at a situation that's very time sensitive. By the end of this month, we may find ourselves in a country that we have lost more rights than we even realize.
The crowd marched outside the terminal for about 30 minutes. Then, protesters started crossing the street with the help of police, but then stopped in the middle of traffic. The demonstrators then made their way inside the airport. One protester from Dubai said he was frightened because he wasn't sure if he could go back and forth between the two countries.
My home, my work, even my cars, my everything is still in my bucket. I have it with me, the key, everything. So I don't know what I have to do. So if I come back, I'm not gonna see my family again. I don't know, 1 year, 2 years.
Attorneys showed up to help those who were denied entrance to the U.S. One public immigration lawyer says people are having a difficult time entering the country.
A lot of people are being prevented from boarding flights in other countries, so we've seen a big slowdown since the influx over the weekend when there was just sort of total chaos and a lot of people being detained. But we're planning on keeping a presence here, at least through the week and as long as necessary.
Days after Trump signs the Muslim ban, protesters are still gathering here at LAX trying to get their voices heard. Reporting for Valley View News, I'm Sharon Carrillo. The entertainment varied, from Chinese folk dances to lion dances. The festival featured arts and crafts and food trucks. One of the most popular destinations was the lantern making booth.
And there's a lot of kids here, and we're making these really cute little lanterns out of paper and crepe paper.
When they were done, a volunteer hung them by a string. The primary focus of this event is community building and education. The festival gives families an opportunity to interact with their neighbors and also learn new traditions. The Chinese American Museum organized this event. Museum Executive Director Sharon Chen says she enjoys being able to bring different cultures together.
So it's a really great way to bring Chinese culture and history and heritage to the site and kind of have fun while doing it and celebrate the diversity that's Los Angeles.
First-time visitor Perrier Wells says he brought his son along so they both could step outside their comfort zones.
Just to try to, get out and experience different cultures and different, environments and events. So.
The Los Angeles Lantern Festival focuses on appreciating America's diverse heritage by sharing its history. In Los Angeles, Valley View News, Sharon Carrillo. That's the chant that echoed at this free women's self-defense workshop. Women of all ages came to Studio City's recreational park to learn how to defend themselves. Teresa Henry says it's necessary for all women to learn skills that can protect them.
I've always wanted to learn the logistics of being able to defend myself for any possible situation, and since the opportunity came up, I figured why not take advantage of it.
Before getting to the physical part of the class, the instructor advised the women to always stay alert.
Does it look like I'm attacking her?
He then demonstrated examples of the moves they would learn. One was how to stomp your way out of danger. Another, how to hit the right parts of the body. And how to punch. Instructor and police officer Mark Purcell says it does not take much expertise to protect yourself.
The good thing about the techniques that we learned in this class today is that you don't have to be a black belt to defend yourself. They're very easy techniques to learn and use, and it doesn't matter what size you are, they can be effective against any person.
This self-defense class is funded through the Office of Assemblyman David Nazarian. He puts his class together every year with the goal of raising awareness, but he also has a more personal reason.
I met someone who had told me about an incident of his friend being raped in broad daylight in a parking lot, and so we decided to put together a program where he himself would actually end up teaching.
The women got a chance to practice the skills they learned with partners. In this women's self-defense class, the 4 most important A's to follow is awareness, avoid, assertive, and attack. The attacks they practiced were full force on the padded instructor. Sierra Ford says she liked how the instructor taught the class.
He mixed up actual, practices with verbiage, and so I like that part. We kind of learned about it before we implemented.
In Studio City, Sharon Carrillo, Valley View News. Free braiding was provided to both men and women who attended the event. Volunteer braiders brought with them popular hair products that can work on numerous hairstyles. One hair braider volunteer, Sharice McKenzie, actually recalls feeling self-conscious about her hair.
Because I went to an all-Hispanic school, my hair was the different. In my class, I was like the only black girl with this textured hair. So it was always hard. Like they would say your hair is like cottony, and that's what I thought of myself, and I always wanted their hair.
Many black women say they love their natural curls and don't use heat products, wigs, or hair weaves. One of them is Isis Golding.
I wear my hair natural, no shame with it. I see how beautiful it is, and I really am liking this whole natural movement that's going on.
All black girls should feel comfortable in their own skin, their own textures right now.
ASO President Olivia Junke says African American women have many options, and she likes to use all of them.
I have like an obsession with hair. I mean, I love doing my own. I just did it yesterday. And it's always good to change it up and do something different.
The Department of Africana Studies at CSUN celebrates Black History Month by organizing numerous events on campus every day for the entire month of February. This is one of the many events CSUN is holding to honor Black History Month. It's open to both men and women, but this is more than just about hair. It's about empowerment and loving yourself. In Northridge, Sharon Carrillo, Valley View News. The fee will cover parking for 24 hours, and a $53 citation will be issued for those who fail to pay. In response to a Twitter storm, United Airlines says most passengers are allowed to wear leggings. Vice President Mike Pence declared an end to the strategic patience policy on North Korea. 2 species of endangered shrimp were found living in pools at Fairview Park in Costa Mesa. City officials say the so-called fairy shrimp have also been discovered in San Diego and Riverside. More and more crimes are showing up on social media. Last week in Cleveland, police say Steve Steffens committed a homicide and posted it on Facebook.